Welcome to All Over the Road New Orleans and a special coronavirus edition. It's what everybody's talking about from the Coin Trader News Desk. And All Over the Road New Orleans, here's Victor Del Giorno.
Thank you, Announcer Guy. On this edition of All Over the Road, we're going to talk about the things that concern you most during this crisis, this pandemic. We may have some late-breaking news for you when you hear this podcast. I don't know if you noticed this or not, but we've been putting up shows at a rapid pace.
Oh, yeah.
Just week after week after day after day.
And I got to thank Nick for doing that, along with especially Ted Kelly. Ted, welcome to the program.
Good to be here. Now, just let me say that intro music there, the official Aotr New Orleans band, brass band, I guess. They sound good.
That's the news music.
It's a sense of urgency, and I don't know if it's better than Ozzy, but it's very timely, very good. Very
Poignant.
good job. Good job there.
Well, what we're going to talk about on this show, like I said, thank God that my daughter Emily had little Wesley Andrew just in time before the major panic took place.
Yeah.
And Nick is going to tell us what it's like to have a baby, to have a child in the middle of this pandemic. So we're going to talk about that. We are also going to hear from the Chinese ambassador.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
The ambassador of China?
Yes, yes, the ambassador to the U.S. of China.
He's speaking to us.
He's going to be speaking.
It's about time we hear from him.
He's going to be speaking.
Yeah, that's good. Looking forward to it.
He'll be speaking.
He didn't speak.
You're not speaking.
He didn't speak to us. I just ripped it off from somewhere. How's that sound?
That's
okay,
perfect.
right.
We just have to cite our source is all we have to do.
Yeah, our source.
We just have to cite our source.
Also on this program, we're going to check in with all of our cast members that aren't here. I'm Victor Del Giorno. One of the I'm the damn host.
Yeah,
Nick
host.
Vogel here, our producer.
Hey,
Hello,
how are
Nick.
ya? Hey, how are ya?
And Ted Kelly, who is I think the glue. Ted Kelly's the glue.
He's a glue guy.
Hey, good to be
Katie,
here.
Lunch pail guy.
Katie Bellarino is not here.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, what she's doing is she's potty training Ford Thomas, my grandson Goozy,
Yeah.
who's being potty trained. And apparently, when you potty train a kid, you can't. It's not the coronavirus. It's keeping her inside and keeping her from doing things. Mm-hmm. It's the fact she's potty training my grandson.
A 2.5-year-old.
Yeah. Is this true? Does it take all that to do this?
It takes a lot.
Does it? I mean, you have a 2-year-old too.
I'm even scared to even start trying to potty train Wells right now. Like, it's daunting to even think about it, especially with the new baby. Like, that just seems like it's not going to happen anytime soon.
Well, what are the kids doing right now to potty train these kids? What are the kids? I mean, I'm talking about you, Nick. I mean, you're like a kid.
Yeah.
One of the kids.
Kids with kids.
Just referencing material that's been out there forever about how to get a kid to go on the toilet.
Like Dr. Spock. Did he ever do anything on that?
I don't remember that with kids, no.
Dr. Spock?
So how do you handle the toilet paper issue when you're training, potty training?
I don't know. I want to switch to bidet only. I want to be a bidet household.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
Bidets always make me giggle.
A little.
They do.
That's a whole nother level of training right there.
They make me giggle.
Hole.
Good luck. Good luck with it.
Yeah.
Also, on an upcoming show, we want to thank everyone that checked out The Pharmacist, my exclusive interview with Dan Schneider, the pharmacist from the Netflix docuseries. And it went extremely well. And you can see that interview entirety up on YouTube right now on our YouTube channel. Do we have a channel number, Nick, or what?
You just go to YouTube and you type in All Over the Road podcast and our channel will come up. You click on our channel and it'll be right there for you.
Yeah. There's not a lot of content there, but we'll be adding it in the near future as we go along.
Yeah, the plan is to start doing every show a video, or at least segments of each show.
Absolutely. But we're getting a lot of response, a lot of downloads so far in parts 1 and 2, which have been up, not for a very long time. But thanks to everybody who shared the episodes 1 and 2 and continued to do so. And a lot of comments. People loved it. And
a lot of buzz on social media.
And you guys got something to say to me?
My question is, I don't know why you didn't let me on the program.
What program?
But other than that, you did a great job as what program?
Ted's saying that he wanted to be.
I mean, you were the only one who was there for the interview.
I mean, I was there, but
well, Nick was there. Yeah, Nick was there because he doesn't know.
I was too starstruck
and you were
to say
only there.
anything.
Let's just say it. You were only there because you hit the buttons.
Well,
and you do have
we
a
didn't-
microphone, so that all worked out.
Yeah, I guess that's kind of
Well,
true.
let me tell you what I was thinking. What was the whole thing behind that? All right. Yeah, the whole
Come
thing
in.
behind that. Come on in.
It's
Come in, please.
probably a sore issue. I shouldn't have brought it up.
What was that? Did you hit a button or something?
No, it was your phone, your calendar.
Oh, it's
Gave
my
me a
calendar. Bill
alert.
Yost wants me to call him. Call you back later, Bill. No, here's what I was thinking. I was thinking, well, this is a real, I wanted it to be very intimate, and I thought that I could do a really good job with it, and I wanted to, spread my wings a little on my own, guys. I'm sorry.
It is your show.
You know.
Once again.
However, after listening to it, I think I could have used some help.
Well, you did a good job. And Dan was great. His wife Annie was great. A lot of people have commented about what's their favorite parts, to me, of the interview. Feedback that we've been getting, specifically the poem.
Great
when
poem. Yeah, that
Dan
was good.
mentioned. Dan mentioned a poem that his son wrote. Right. And let's see, the story about when Danny was on Bourbon Street, I believe, story there.
Right, Mardi Gras.
Mardi Gras, and some other things that you mentioned. Listen to it. Parts 1 and 2 are posted now.
Yeah, you can check them out. And of course, on a future show, we're going to do a little wrap up, and we're going to have TT on.
Yeah.
Shane. What was Shane's last name again, Nick?
Matting.
Yeah, Shane Madding. She was the one that got Jeffrey locked up for the murder. She's the one that came forth finally in
The
the ninth ward.
eyewitness,
Yeah,
yeah.
the eyewitness
And
in the ninth ward.
I would just suggest before you listen to the interviews, you can at any time, of course, the interviews that Vic did with Dan Schneider and his wife. Watch Netflix, the docuseries, The Pharmacist, before, if at all possible, if you haven't watched it yet.
Yeah, it'll definitely make more sense, and there's definitely a lot of spoilers in the interview, but there's also a lot of stuff in the interview that Vic did that he didn't mention on the show or wasn't mentioned in the docuseries that he wished would have been in there, which I thought was like the coolest part to me because I was a big fan of the docuseries in general. And then for us to land the interview with him and for that to happen and for him to be sitting in the room with us, like it was all really surreal to me. Like that was
very
like
much.
definitely a milestone for this show, I think, and like a pillar of where we're going,
And what hit me, because I did the editing for it and everything, which there wasn't a whole lot of editing because it's a very good, smooth interview. I think it was close to the end, and it kind of just hit me where Dan was talking. I think you asked him, is there anything he would do differently? And regarding his son that he lost back in 97, right? Is when his son was murdered.
It was 99.
Okay, 99. Yeah. And it hit me, as you guys know, I lost my daughter a year and a half ago to suicide. Different situation, but still losing a child, of course, devastating. But it's that you think about, what would I have done different? And what Dan said, he would have talked to his son about a few things differently. And, it doesn't mean it would have changed anything necessarily, but as a parent, you cannot help but think like that, those thoughts. What could I have done differently? And that really hit me when he said that.
All right, we're going to get the show started, and I just want to let everybody know that if you or someone you know has an opioid addiction and or having suicide thoughts, go to tunnelofhope.org.
Right.
And get yourself some help.
Hey, it's Ted from All Over the Road, New Orleans, and we want you to know about the big town hall we're going to have on Friday, April 3rd, starting at 6 p.m. Central Time. It's the Aotr New Orleans COVID-19 Town Hall, Friday, April 3rd, all starting at 6 p.m. Central. We'll be live on Facebook. Live, so we'll need you to join in with your comments, your questions about life in New Orleans during the coronavirus pandemic. We're going to have a lot of special guests. Vic Del Giorno and myself will be hosting. We're going to have Dan, the pharmacist from the Netflix docuseries. He's agreed to come on, and he's got lots to say. Also, we're going to have Aaron Vogel, who's co-founder of District Donuts, and he's going to talk about how the stay-at-home order has affected his business. Dr. Leroy Hebert is going to join us. He's from Channel 6, WDSU TV, chief medical editor over there, also at the Black News Channel. He'll have some expert advice for us. Ryan V., who's a nurse at Veterans Hospital in the COVID-19 department, he'll be on with some stories and some other things to say. Make sure you join us on Friday, April 3rd, and tell your friends to tune in as well on Facebook Live. It's the COVID-19 Town Hall with All Over the Road, New Orleans, Friday, April 3rd. It all starts at 6 p.m. Central.
All Over the Road is a presentation of Coin Trader Inc. Mind your money.
This is what I was trying to get out of you two a few minutes ago. Okay, when I said and
did you want us to tell you that you did a good job?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Okay, you did.
No.
You did.
And those of you that are watching on YouTube, you see me doing this. This
break the fourth wall. Really, like, point at the camera and talk to them. You, the listener, the watcher.
This is my, all of a sudden, my presence on the socialist media.
Yes, you are out there now. You are out there now, and people are loving it, sir. I gotta say. Again, we're trying to create this community on the social media. We need the host of the show in the social media mix with us. I also want to get Derek involved. I want to get Katie involved. Well, everybody kind of passively just likes stuff and then keep scrolling. Like, let's make things interesting and talk about it there when you see it.
Well, I'm going to do a video a day.
Oh, okay.
Not much to look at. I was thinking about actually doing the video and turning the camera around to look at something else while I'm talking.
Well, you could do that. You can switch it back and forth if you want. Yeah.
So, there has been an effort on my part to be on the socialist media. I've even talked to some of the listeners. I've commented on their comments and I've had conversations with them.
Yeah.
Because I never did the Facebook before.
No.
You guys know that. That was all new to me.
Oh, yeah.
So, this is something that...
I was shocked as hell to see when you started posting stuff. I was shocked.
Well, I got to. And this has been my bad. This has been my screw up.
I mean, you can defer stuff to us all the time, but people want to see you and they want to see your presence there also, Yeah.
Another thing is, too, I don't like the way I look.
Well, me and you both.
And I don't know if you I think I told Teddy this. You both know this. All of a sudden, during the middle of this pandemic, I make a decision about 5 days ago that I'm not going to do any more sugar.
You did say that.
Yeah.
And I have done no sugar.
And let's say, that's a big deal. 5 days.
Yeah, it's a good thing. I don't know if this is ideal time to start that, but why not?
Yeah, people are usually turning devices now.
Yeah. So is there an ideal time? Probably not.
I'm not doing well though. I'm totally pissed about this.
Yeah.
What you mean?
I'm hangry.
Wow.
I'm half hungry, half angry. It's just not going well. It's just not going well. And so just to give you an idea of how I can be during times like this, where do I hit this? Can you put that button up?
Yeah. We'll pull this one down.
Okay. All right, here we go.
Pull this one up.
Here we go. This is the ambassador of China to the United States.
Okay.
The spokesman for the Chinese Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Zhao Lijian, who has been spreading this conspiracy that the virus originated in the US laboratory, does he have any evidence to support that theory?
This is the ambassador right here.
Maybe you could go and ask him.
Now, he said you can ask him, is what he said,
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So he didn't really answer. He said, well, why don't you ask him?
Ask him.
Yeah.
I thought he said a year ago I asked him.
No, he said you can ask him.
Yeah.
Okay, now.
That's a clear language.
Now, for our Chinese listeners, that don't understand English, I'm going to translate that, okay? He said...
You asked him, you're the ambassador.
That's what he said.
No, I'm here representing my head of state and my government, not any particular individual.
Does he speak for the Chinese government? Does Zhao or do you?
See, the Zhao guy was the guy that said that the coronavirus was invented in a laboratory in the U.S. and dispersed in China by the U.S. military.
Ah, okay.
So that's what he's saying, okay? So that's his deal there. So here's what he says. He asks them, about that. And here's what he says.
I am the representative of China in the United States.
Okay, so he says he's the representative of China in the United States, and he's the guy you got to ask, but yet he doesn't answer the question.
He said, ask him.
So
he sidestepped.
He kind of sidestepped the question, which makes me think a little bit about if I were president.
What would you do?
Ted, if I were president right now with all this stuff going on.
Right.
But, you make a comment like that saying that we started this thing and our U.S. military goes and disperses it in China on purpose. I say the first thing that I would do is got my guys in the room and said, let's get some planes up there in the air. And I'd take out that whole Great Wall. I'd just take out the wall like Chip and Joanne take out a wall on Fixer Upper.
That's a bold move.
When Chip and Joanne run into a wall on Fixer Upper, what do?
They just go right through it.
They take the wall out.
First, they check if any plumbing or electrical is running through it, or if it's load bearing, right. And then they knock it right down.
But
I don't know.
But speaking,
if he was president,
and I'm not.
Why do you keep calling this the Chinese virus? There are reports of dozens of incidents of bias against Chinese Americans in this country. Why do you keep using this? A lot of people say it's racist.
It's not racist at all. No, not at all.
A person at the White House used the term Kung Flu. My question is, do you think that's wrong, Kung Flu? And do you think using the term Chinese virus, that puts Asian Americans at risk, that people might target them?
No, not at all. I think they probably would agree with it 100%. It comes from China.
All Over the Road is brought to you by goldpricesnow.com. For real-time prices on gold, silver, platinum, and palladium 24/7 all around the world, go to goldpricesnow.com.
And now an HGTV exclusive sneak peek.
It's the Big Easy, baby, and there's nowhere else like it.
My name is Brittany Piccolo Ramos. Thank you. Mama smells a discount.
I run a full-service agency that specializes in really big, really fancy, high-end New Orleans homes.
Welcome to my boudoir.
My team and I help buyers find their dream home and sellers stage their property to get top dollar.
I absolutely love that shower.
It's like a car wash for your body.
Yeah.
Like a good realtor, I save the best for last.
Oh my God, look at that.
We are going to find the right house.
Okay, guys. Ooh, that's gorgeous.
It really is New Orleans in a house. Super close to the parade routes, and I know that you love parades. I think it's going to be somewhere that you can call home that will still make you feel like you're part of the party.
Big D. This is Big D. I told him.
Hello.
Big D.
Well, hi.
Hey, man.
How's it going?
It's going well. We wanted to check in on you with this pandemic going on. We wanted to make sure that you were safe. And so tell us what your situation is.
My goodness gracious. I haven't spoken to another person in it seems like 6 years. I've been hunkered in my closet. So
safe.
It's been good.
Do you got snacks in the closet, or it's just you?
Good.
You got.
Of course, I have snacks in my closet. What kind of person do you think I am?
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah. Well, I know I got them in my closet because, after all, I am a closet eater. So
With no sugar.
Snacks. Yeah, but no sugar.
No sugar,
I've been
right.
off the sugar for the
Vic
last.
is, he's cut out the sugar just in the last 4 or 5 days at this
And
point.
let me tell you, he's been pissed.
Yeah, I have been. I haven't been happy.
So how's it going, Derek?
It's going well. It's going well. Yeah, no. Everything's on hiatus right now, so I've been able to think about my life choices and decisions. So,
Are we still? Are you still on for April 10th?
Yeah, that's still the television show is still going to be airing April 10th. Actually, it's going to be a double feature, back-to-back episodes.
Oh, cool.
Okay,
Very cool.
8:30. So yeah,
and so
HGTV.
all the first season episodes have been shot.
Oh well, no, we still have 4 more episodes to shoot. So no, we're on hiatus until until they let us come back.
So any word on when? I guess just like everybody else, they're waiting for the numbers to go down and they call you back.
I guess, right.
So what have you been doing while you've been in quarantine? I know I talked to you a few days ago, off the air, obviously, just checking on you because Daddy does check on you, don't I?
You absolutely do.
Yeah.
You absolutely do. That's actually why I have you as my emergency contact on everything going forward. So
that's probably not a good
Vic's your 911.
Yeah.
No. We had a bug that flew in the house, and she killed it and went to go grab a piece of toilet paper to pick it up, and I immediately reminded her how much that was worth, so she picked up a Louis Vuitton purse, picked it up, and then threw that away.
Don't be wasting. Good job. You can't be wasting a square on a bug.
No. So.
Well, I was just going to ask Derek, how are you doing on supplies and stuff like that? You okay?
Oh yeah, no, we are good. We've been very resourceful. We're getting at least 3 or 4 uses on each Q-tip. We've been using, so it's been. But listen, it's it's the time that we're in right now. You gotta learn to conserve.
So there's a new stay-at-home order that's going out here in Louisiana. I mean, I think we're one of maybe 12 states. But some of the things that that you can do in the stay-at-home order, here are the things that you can do. You can go to the grocery, convenience stores, or the Costco. You can go to the pharmacies, pick up medications. You can go to your medical appointments. You can go to restaurants for takeout. Now, I heard that they were going to put a stop to that. Am I wrong about that? Now, this is the order, but let me tell you why. Because I was driving by Fausto's Bistro the other day. They had this big sign out front promoting their takeout business, and they took it down. And now now there's a big truck in the parking lot that says Tim's Kitchen in an arrow. I'm wondering if there's some guy down the street is making like food and you go to his house and pick it up.
I don't know.
I don't know. They got a lot of places switching to food trucks. Like I went past by EJ Hospital actually today, and they have Fat Boys Pizza's got a big truck parked out in their parking lot, and they have for the last week or so. The whole time we were at the hospital.
Yeah,
there was
I think restaurants. It's up to them. I mean, I think they can stay open just for takeout.
We had District Donuts last
out.
night. It's the same thing. You order online, you go in, you pick it up. You know, somebody brings it out to your car. Least amount of human interaction as possible. It's kind of like my dream, though.
Yeah. So some of the places that have this stay home and order are places like California, New York. Now here are some of the things.
Well, I was going to say also you can also use like Waiter. And those guys must be very busy these days. Waiter and there's other ones.
All right, so it's not that big of a deal. It's not a whole lot different.
Not really.
I mean, other than like sitting down inside of a restaurant and like going out to eat and sit around and go into a bar. You can't go to the bar and go get drinks and like you can't do all that kind of stuff. Can't go to the club.
Derek, I'd like to get your comment. Now, this is the thing that John Bell Edwards, our governor, said is that this is the difference between stay at home and long distancing. Okay, stay at home means what do you think?
What do I think stay at home means?
Yeah.
I'm just going to go shot in the dark here. I'm just going to say it means stay at home.
Yeah, like don't leave. Like
good
be at your
guess.
house. And
Good guess, Derek.
Well, here's the definition of stay at home.
Okay.
Stay unexposed and do not expose others. That's staying at home.
Okay.
Being unexposed. Okay. Now look, only go out for essential services, which they seem to be is food, gas, bank, those types of things. Doctor, pharmacy.
Pharmacies, yeah.
Stay 6 feet or more away from others. This is the difference between stay at home and social distancing. Now, I thought that was the same thing. Stay 6 feet or more away from others. Isn't that social distancing?
Right. Yeah, it is.
But look what John Bell says.
Well, I think that's in addition to. Well, I got to take a look at it. I don't really know what I'm
Don't gather in groups.
See, my point is that's kind of confusing. Don't you think, Derek?
The thing about it is that this is like a first time for all these people because the last time there was a big pandemic like this was in 1918. Like nobody knows what they're doing.
Well, can we get back to the haircut dilemma? Because I kind of need a haircut right now.
All right. Well,
what do I do?
I don't know what you do, buddy.
You buy you some clippers and you shave it down. You shave it down to the scalp.
I mean, what do you do? This is in effect now till April 13th.
You call it a Corona crew cut,
right?
Yeah, it's a Corona crew cut.
A Corona cut.
Corona crew cut.
Coming from the Corona kid over there.
Let me ask you a serious question, okay? I know this is something that's really big in your life. I mean, anytime someone gets a TV show, I mean, that's a milestone in your life. That's a big deal. Has any of this, and this is a serious question, has any of this kind of taken the luster off of your opportunity? Is it kind of, tell me what you're going through now, knowing, hey, I get this big break, and now this thing happens. I guess it's, that just keeps more people inside to watch the show, right?
Yeah. No, I mean, it kind of, all the frills and all the fanfare that we were hoping to maybe get something, with like a premiere party and things of that nature. Obviously, it's a little bit of a bummer that kind of stuff won't happen. But at the same time, we're still making the most of it. I mean, it's still going to be hopefully many seasons to come. So for us, it'll be I'm kind of just taking it day by day.
By day.
Right. But I have a question for you now. Do I just need to now go buy gold and silver now? Because I'm looking at the stock market. I mean, I don't, do I need to buy some coins?
You should diversify. You should be diversified.
Well, let me just say this to you. Yes. CoinTrader is taking orders right now, but the problem is that you can't wait for something like this to happen to do that. You should be preparing before this happens. But the only problem is there's such a run, there's such a demand for stuff like gold and silver right now. It's 6 to 12 weeks to get your hands on it. Now, with money in house, like if you were to fund an account, just like you would your stockbroker, you send them 10, 15, 20 grand and your fund is accounted, or your account is funded rather. When that happens, well, then all you got to do is call in and place an order and we can lock in the price. But you got to, delivery is 6 to 12 weeks. I mean, crazy. It's just, and the price of gold hasn't really reflected it that much. It had a big spike and it's gone down. But, this is unprecedented. This has never happened before. And there is, I have a client of mine that teaches economics at Stanford University in Palo Alto, California, the Stanford University. And he's been teaching economics for 30-something years. And he told me the other day, I don't even know how to teach my class. I mean, this is just so unprecedented. But no, it's a good time to do that if you can get it. And if you need help with something like that, just let me know and I'll help you out. I actually made a personal gold purchase myself today. I did.
Well, there you go.
Well, thank you. Thank you for that.
There you go. 6 to 12 weeks, though.
But
I mean, I think
physical.
that's what I was. I think I was actually quoted 6 to 12 weeks on my last waiter order. So, I mean, it could actually very well.
Anything to not go out.
Right?
Wow.
The gold might beat my pizza. So.
All right. Well, one more thing that you may not know about in Deerfield, Illinois, which is the home of Sara Lee Cakes. That's why I know about. I mean, I'm a big Sara Lee fan, so I actually know where their headquarters is Deerfield, Illinois. They happened to cancel this past weekend the Testicle Festival.
Oh.
Yeah,
not the Testicle Festival.
They have a Testicle Festival in Deerfield, Illinois. I don't know what it's about. But it was in the Chicago Tribune.
Yeah,
it must have been like a hunting thing.
It's
like,
a testicle festival canceled.
Testicle Festival.
I would really like a lot more information.
Well,
than just that headline.
I would think this is a busy news day, but not all that busy. If
you're gonna have to look that up, Derek, I got one for you. Now I saw on Facebook that you did a little remix to, R. Kelly's Ignition song, and I was wondering if you wanted to do that for the folks right now. Go ahead.
I have held off on my on the actual singing of it. It is something that I'm going to build up some anticipation.
Go ahead, Derek.
The world,
the
world will hear it.
Do it
in due time.
Yeah.
All right. Well, if you ever want to lay it down,
come on, do it. Give us like one little verse. Yeah. Come on, Derek.
Like murder, she wrote.
Wash
your hands.
Might be against his contract with HGTV.
That's fine.
I don't know.
That's fine.
Yeah,
R. Kelly's a rape.
Maybe.
A rap
Maybe.
anyway.
I don't know. I don't know.
Derek, we love you. Take care of yourself. Keep an eye on Elizabeth. Of course, she's not going anywhere. And enjoy your quarantine.
Yeah.
And I've been enjoying y'all's Facebook Lives, so keep doing those.
Yeah, we're gonna figure out some way to have some kind of a party, to celebrate the show. Okay.
All right, that'll work. I'm gonna go buy some gold now, guys.
Maybe like a Zoom. We'll do a big group Zoom.
Man. And go wash your hands. All over the road. Oh,
bye-bye.
Bye, Derek.
All Over the Road is heard coast to coast wherever you find your favorite podcast. Be sure that when you listen to All Over the Road New Orleans, that you share it with a friend, you repost, you do all that kind of stuff.
Yep.
Share
and repost. And you know what? You can call the show anytime. Whatever's on your mind, call the show. You want to make a comment about a show, something you heard Vic say, Nick say, Ted say, Katie, or Derek, or whatever's on your mind, you can call the show 24 hours a day. 504-267. I forgot the rest.
006.
6006. That's it. I knew Nick would come through because he's my man.
6006.
Yeah.
6666.
That's it.
If you got the show. If you got something on your mind and you want to call the show, you don't have to worry no more. You call the damn show. 504-267-606. Don't be late.
Wash
your hands.
Wash.
Put your hands together and rub them now.
At least 30 seconds, y'all. At least 30 seconds, y'all. Wash.
Unlike the clap, you can get it from a doorknob. So wash your hands.
That's it.
Be sure to do so.
Right on.
Coming up on the next show, you're going to want to hear all about fugu.
Fugu?
Yeah, fugu.
Not foie gras?
No, fugu. Wait, fugu, Teddy. Fugu you.
Hey, fugu.
We're also going to hear from the Marshman. His name is Todd Masson. He's a YouTube sensation. He's going to be on the next show. He's going to tell us that, hey, the fishermen are loving this. I think there's the social distancing with the boats is like 12 or 15 feet, but that's common etiquette anyway.
Yeah.
We're going to talk to Shane Fay, who has come up with a Coronatini.
Yeah, Quarantini.
It's a drink for when you're quarantined.
And it's just taking the world by storm, baby. Let me tell you.
It's
all that and more on AOTR. New Orleans.
All Over the Road New Orleans is a presentation of Coin Trader Inc. Mind your money.
It's very important that we totally protect our Asian American community in the United States and all around the world. They're amazing people, and the spreading of the virus is not their fault in any way, shape, or form.
Test, check. No, you gotta start it over because it wasn't up. Check. Edit. All right, here's what we're gonna do on show 1. And I take out that whole Great Wall.
That Victor Del Giorno, he hates everyone.
Love one another.
What do I do?
Love one another.
What's Randy gonna see?
Love one another.
Time for coronavirus news update.
The Eyewitness, yeah.
I got all kinds of content.
We'll just sit here and watch you.
No. How's it going?
Just in the suburbs over by there. Somewhere in the suburbs is the
Fugu. HGTV selling the Big Easy.
Quarantini.
I think people just want to hear us talk.
You know.
Not foie gras?
Call the show.
You can't be wasting the square on a bug.
With no sugar.
Fugu. Randy likes his story.
Yeah, that's good, yeah.
He hates everybody on the socialist media. Fugu.
1, 2, test.
I'm sorry.
Hey, it's Ted from All Over the Road, New Orleans, and we want you to know about the big town hall we're going to have on Friday, April 3rd, starting at 6 p.m. Central Time. It's the Aotr New Orleans COVID-19 Town Hall, Friday, April 3rd, all starting at 6 p.m. Central. We'll be live on Facebook. Live, so we'll need you to join in with your comments, your questions about life in New Orleans during the coronavirus pandemic. We're going to have a lot of special guests. Vic Del Giorno and myself will be hosting. We're going to have Dan, the pharmacist from the Netflix docuseries. He's agreed to come on, and he's got lots to say. Also, we're going to have Aaron Vogel, who's co-founder of District Donuts, and he's going to talk about how the stay-at-home order has affected his business. Dr. Leroy Hebert is going to join us. He's from Channel 6, WDSU TV, chief medical editor over there, also at the Black News Channel. He'll have some expert advice for us. Ryan V., who's a nurse at Veterans Hospital in the COVID-19 department, he'll be on with some stories and some other things to say. Make sure you join us on Friday, April 3rd, and tell your friends to tune in as well on Facebook Live. It's the COVID-19 Town Hall with All Over the Road, New Orleans, Friday, April 3rd. It all starts at 6 p.m. Central.
All Over the Road is a presentation of Coin Trader Inc. Mind your money.